What's up, crypto legends? So Bitcoin did not hold the level that it needed to hold. That is the Friday lows, $40,300 range. We have confirmed the breakdown from the bullish structure of the last few months with this drop that was created during the last 24 hours. This is extremely bearish for the price of Bitcoin for the next coming weeks and months. No doubt that we are at some support levels, such as the $38,800 range, which is the point of control here from 21 and 22, as you can see here on the chart. We're going to go through the most important levels on lower time frames of support and also of resistance to take a look at the next possible trading opportunity. But most importantly, understanding what is coming for the next coming weeks and months, looking at the DXY. Make sure to stay tuned in this episode. Hi there, Andy here. Welcome back to another episode, guys. Now, let's analyze the situation here with this major drop. The reason why I was personally not interested in taking any trade here from the loss of $40,300 was based on, yes, it could be a fake out, we could get a recovery, or it could roll back down. Not really interested in this kind of volatility that could happen in between $38,000 and $40,000 range. Now, if we did lose this level of volume, looking at the volume profile, we were likely going to move quite fast here to the downside, as there's a big gap in volume. Price action in between $38,000 and $40,000 moved relatively fast here, and we are moving as fast as we did here back in December, as you can see on the chart. Main reason why, there's basically no volume, as you can see on the volume profile. So yes, we are hitting a little bit of a support level at the moment, which is that point of control from the price action created in between 2021 and 2022. When we zoom out here, we can see that high volume node. Now the price action is flirting with that level. We're going to analyze here the most important levels of resistance and support right away. But a quick reminder, guys, if you are trading on Bybit, there is that competition at the moment of 2.2 million US dollar tether as prize pool. There's still 15 days here. If you are trading on Bybit, might as well just join that competition, because you might get a piece of the cake if you are a good trader and you're moving significant amounts of volume. Bybit, for me, number one crypto trading platform. You got the links down below in the description. They're the first two links to join the competition and also sign up here for Bybit, where you do get a 20% fee cut only signing up with my link down below. Now let's dive in here through the major levels of support and resistance. We did not create any swing failure pattern, no nothing. We did not maintain here this level of 40,400 range yesterday with that consolidation. I entered in a small long position, speculating that we could grab that liquidity above $42,000. And I did get stopped out on this minor loss, and also looking for some scalping opportunities inside of the zone, which are looking very, very good. We're going to analyze right away here, guys, the most important levels of support. So no doubt one of them is that point of control from 2021 and 2022, which is sitting around about this range where the price action is dancing around right now, as you can see on the chart. It is getting a reaction from this range going sideways, and no doubt that there is a possibility of a bounce here, possibly going to above $39,200. Now, why above $39,200? Well, basically what we can see here is a kind of a descending wedge structure that has had a fake out to the downside, a fake out to the upside, and we're just flirting with that point of control of 21, 22. So could the price have a possibility in breaking out from here? If it does, I do see the price going at least to 39,250, which are these lower highs. It's kind of the top of this wedge structure, and possibly going to higher levels. Now, what is the big major resistance zone that we can look at here, looking at the price of Bitcoin. Now, when we do zoom out a little bit here on the 15-minute time frame, what we can see here is that daily naked point of control that we did have yesterday was acting a little bit as support, flirting here with that daily naked point of control. For anybody that is not aware about that daily naked point of control, it was basically that price action here from the 3rd of December. You can see here with the fixed volume profile, there was a high volume node, and that is where the price was getting some kind of support yesterday with a small little bounce of a few $100s, finally breaking down here today, as you can see. So this level could act as resistance if we were to get a bounce. That is the $39,500. You know the deal. Basic analysis, support resistance flip. We could definitely see a reaction right there. The only way I could get into a short position here is if we do get a major reaction here with those double, triple tops, and finally the price action forming this kind of formation where the price could definitely roll back down and hit the lows and go to lower levels. Now, of course, I want to see that reaction. I want to see the price failing to break above this level with several attempts, because possibly you could just hit that level and break through and start claiming some lower highs right over here. The biggest level of resistance above these lower highs, if price action were to break this support resistance flip, then obviously that for me would be the naked point of control. That is previous day point of control. When we do take a look at the session volume profile, we do have a major level right there, high volume node sitting at $40,700. This is a level that I would want to check here for a possible reaction here, for a major pullback to claim some resistance support level flips for a take profit. So there are some levels here that we can trade if we were to get a significant bounce. Basically, this level over here, 40,750, previous day point of control. We analyzing very carefully what could happen at that range. Of course, at lower levels, we do have that 39,500 that if we do hit and start forming that reaction, double, triple tops on the lower time frames, remember the trend is your friend, so no doubt that we could still be forming a lower high right there and roll down here to create another lower low. Trend is your friend. We'll be analyzing very carefully here the reaction to possibly get into a short position with the Legends trading community. We'll be talking about that level once we hit it and see how we are hitting that level and see if we are getting that reaction. Now, on higher time frames, what are the most important levels of support, you may ask me? Of course, that is the $37,700 range. That is where we are starting to see some major volume on the volume profile. As you can see right over here, we have the spike on the volume profile. But not only that, we do have a daily level and we also have a weekly naked point of control exactly at $37,700. So I am looking for that level to have a major reaction. No doubt I will not enter here if we are getting a falling knife. I want to see that reaction, price action getting above for a major bounce of several $100s. So that is the zone of interest. Not interested in limit orders, not interested here in a falling knife trying to catch it, trying to catch the lowest level. We need to see that level being hit and the recovery above it for a possible major bounce. 37,700 at the moment is the strongest level where we do have the highest volume here. As you can see, starting, we have a big gap in volume right now. And of course, we could be losing all of this point of control from 2021 and 2022 to hit that major level of support. Want to see a reaction, want to see how the price behaves right over here to get into that beautiful scalp long position. Now, analyzing here the DXY, guys, this is looking very, very bad for Bitcoin, not only here in the short term, even mid-term, for the next coming weeks and even months till the halving and even after the halving. I explained this many weeks ago, knowing that the DXY did break the bearish structure that we formed here during 2022 and 2023. We can see here the lower highs and the lower lows created. This move to the upside in September, October of 2023 broke the bearish structure. and I was making people understand that the possibilities in creating a higher low here were very, very high. But not only based on the bearish structure that was broken with a higher high, it was also based on massive volume here, value area low, value area high from 2015 and 2022. If the DXY is going to be bullish in the next coming weeks and months, which it looks like it's going to be because we did break the downtrend structure here, as you can see on the chart from October, November, December of 2023. We can see that break out here, and this does look quite bullish for the next coming weeks and months. And there is a massive negative correlation with the DXY and Bitcoin. If you do take a look at the Bitcoin chart, what happened here in July of 2023? Well, obviously, this is where the price of Bitcoin topped out in the short term. And if you do take a look here at Bitcoin, what happened during September and October is where it bottomed out and got into a major rally, of course, now pumping thousands of dollars while we were having this downtrend in October, November, December. Bitcoin was very bullish. You can see here on the Bitcoin chart in late December, beginning of January, when the DXY was starting to get a major uptrend during the last few weeks. That is when Bitcoin topped out here, late December, beginning of January, starting this major drop, guys. It is not looking good for the price of Bitcoin for the next coming weeks and next coming months. We hit that major level of resistance, the 618 from all-time high to the low in November of 2022. And we are hitting that resistance right there and getting the major pullback. ETF approved. This was definitely a sell the news event, okay? Stay very cautious. This does not mean that we're going to drop here in a falling knife possibly in the coming days. We could get those bounces to much higher levels. Now, this for me is clear also as a distribution event where we do have several peaks here, just slightly breaking the highs, right? This is where the smart money gets out. ETF approval exactly at the highs created from this major uptrend during the last 12 months. It's not looking too great. We have confirmed a lower low from the major uptrend of the last few months. And if you do take a look at this chart and take a look here at what happened in 2021, where we had that major uptrend, like I said, couple of peaks here, breaking the high slightly, confirmed lower low, as you can see right there. So no doubt we could see a relatively nice bounce of Bitcoin of a few $1,000s. That is definitely a possibility. But we are going to be very careful here because we could be looking for a lower high, something very similar to what happened in the bull market in 2021. When we do take a look at this structure, this is a confirmed lower low right there from this uptrend that was formed, okay, during the last few months. Any big bounce from this level going to $44,000, $45,000, $46,000 to get people extremely bullish again in the coming weeks is going to be a major level where we should be taking a look at the reaction, taking a look at the DXY, because this could end up in a very sharp drop during February and March, guys. Thank you very much for joining. I'll be doing a live stream in the next coming hours, so make sure to subscribe to the channel. If you haven't checked out my Bybit tutorial to learn how to trade on Bybit, check it out, guys. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.